I'd like to have someone join me on this next song. Someone who I'm sure needs no introduction, because the first word says it all.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 wedding songs.
It's a beautiful night, we're looking for something dumb to do. Hey baby, I think I wanna marry you.
For this list, we'll be looking at tunes fit for the fateful ceremony that celebrates a couple's eternal love. Our choices could focus on the journey before, after, or on the day of the pair's declaration of forever. As long as the songs are suited to accompany the walk down the aisle, we've taken a couple of our past lists into account. So if you think there's a title missing, check out our videos from the top 10 classic and the top 10 modern wedding songs. What songs will be preceding your wedding vows? Let us know in the comments.
If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below.
Number 20, Come Away With Me, Norah Jones. Norah Jones knows as much as any songwriter about crafting a simple melody that is also unique and memorable.
Come away with me and I will write you a song.
With Come Away With Me, she needs only a handful of notes and piano keys to weave a musical tapestry that showcases two lovers riding off into the sunset together. Jones's elegant serenade reminds listeners that love doesn't always need a grandiose honeymoon.
We'll kiss on a mountain top. Come away with me and I'll never stop loving you.
For a couple that wants nothing more than to escape the pressure of life and get lost in each other's arms, this sultry serenade is perfect. Just add one dance floor and one adorable peck on the lips, and you've got the perfect formula for a picturesque first waltz.
Come away with me. Come away with me.
Number 19, Marry Me, Train. How We Met is a topic sure to come up at most weddings. With Marry Me, Train frontman Pat Monahan dreamily sings about one of those life-changing moments.
Now that the weight has lifted, love has surely shifted my way.
The song's narrator sees a beautiful stranger in a cafe, and he instantly imagines spending the rest of his life with her. If only he could overcome the insurmountable obstacle of saying hi. Monahan's lyrics emphasize that forever can never be long enough, and they are a bittersweet reminder for a bride and a groom to cherish every single instant that they get to share with each other.
You wear white and I wear out the words I love you, and you're beautiful.
The music video features couples who reminisce about their distinctive meet-cutes. As the intro suggests, Marry Me might be the perfect soundtrack for two newlyweds' first slideshow.
I promise to sing to you when all the music dies.
Number 18, My Eyes, Blake Shelton featuring Gwen Sebastian. Some say true beauty lies in its beholder, and My Eyes is Blake Shelton's contribution to that idea.
Tied up here, wanna let it down, and just let the rest fall to the ground. You take beautiful to the max, can't help myself when you look like that.
This country number focuses on the tunnel vision a person in love might experience when looking upon their love interest. Playful lyrics tease about getting drunk off her red wine-coloured lips and the irresistible magnetism he feels while hypnotized by her visual splendor.
There's a million stars dancing in the sky, a picture perfect moon so bright, but I don't care, I'm looking at you. From where I stand you can't beat the view.
Frequently sung with Gwen Sebastian, Blake's former pupil on The Voice, the melody lends itself to vocalists of any gender, and it's easy to imagine young lovers singing it together. The song's enamored protagonist references the scarcity of items that he doesn't want to take off his partner, making My Eyes a fun and tantalizing precursor to a wedding night.
Come a little closer, come a little closer, come a little closer. Love the way you look tonight. My eyes are the only thing I don't want to take off of you.
Number 17. The Only Exception. Paramore. Love is hard, and surviving its hardships can easily make one a cynic. With an atypically restrained track off their album Brand New Eyes, Paramore members Hayley Williams and Josh Farro expressed concerns regarding the supposed steadfast nature of true love.
And we've got to find other ways to make it alone or keep a straight face.
Feelings of doubt about the existence of eternal virtue, as well as fear of its loss once found, are distinctly exhibited in the song's lines. However, these reservations and disbeliefs miraculously wash away when they meet the only exception.
I've got a tight grip on reality, but I can't let go of what's in front of me here.
It's a love letter to the person who makes you believe in fairy tales, and an appreciation of the rocky road that brought the both of you together. Certainly, that's food for thought that belongs on the table with any wedding cake.
You are the only exception, and I'm on my way to believing.
Number 16. I Won't Give Up. Jason Mraz. During a time of activism and emotional exploration for Jason Mraz, he penned I Won't Give Up, another song that bows its head to the long and difficult journey on the way to forever.
I see that you've come so far to be right where you are. How old is your soul?
Mraz empties his sincerity into each note of this ballad, from the somber lows of the verse to the soaring highs to its gloriously uplifting chorus. He sings with a heavy soul that has endured all a lasting romance requires: compromise, sacrifice, and a profound willingness to learn about one's partner and oneself.
Our differences, they do a lot to teach us how to use the tools and gifts we got here. We got a lot at stake.
The video showcases couples both young and old, who we can imagine have heavily tested their relationships and come out the other side even stronger, and still clasping hands. It's a truly inspiring projection of a couple's future.
I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love.
Number 15. Lover. Taylor Swift. You might forget that the queen of breakup songs knows just as much about the sweet of romance as she does the sour. She also knows how to take familiar phrases and twirl them elegantly into innovative poetry.
And there's a dazzling haze, a mysterious way about you, dear. Have I known you 20 seconds or 20 years?
Please Stand, Borrowed and Blue, All's Well That Ends Well are just a few commonalities spiced up in this song with fresh imagery and usage. She doesn't just take this man, she takes his magnetic force with her guitar string scarred hand.
My heart's been borrowed and yours has been blue. All's well that ends well to end up with you. Swear to be over dramatic and true to my lover.
Lover supposes that happily ever after is finding that person you can live with and leave the Christmas lights up for too long. Were we to say the groom has found that person, then it already sounds like we're starting a best man's toast.
Lover.
Number 14. I Choose You. Sarah Bareilles. Good luck getting this one out of your head after the reception. If you've watched our other wedding song lists, you might remember Sarah Bareilles' I Choose You among the honourable mentions. However, adoration from future honeymooners has brought the tune back to life.
Tell the world that we finally got it all right. I choose you.
The singer-songwriter can really milk a melody out of words, turning the single syllables of choose and you into a heavenly ballet of falsetto. As she points out, Those words are the first of a lifelong love letter.
We are not perfect, we'll learn from our mistakes, and as long as it takes, I will prove my love to you.
For the music video, Bareilles helped two actual couples propose to each other, including their engagements in the film's final cut. With or without the backstory, I Choose You is sure to make a few aortas beat like they're on a first date.
Yes, I do, I do, I do, I do.
Number 13. When a Man Loves a Woman. Percy Sledge and Michael Bolton. Are you Team Percy or Team Michael? Let the battle begin. Percy Sledge originally recorded this iconic soul track in the legendary capital of Soul Muscle Shoals, and Michael Bolton resurrected the classic in 1991 with his unmistakable cavernous voice.
When a man loves a woman, can't keep his mind on nothing else.
Whichever version you prefer, both artists reach into the catacombs of their souls and give the words undeniably passionate life. Sledge performs the song to get his then girlfriend to return to him, as he had no way of getting her back, besides singing his heart out.
He'd give up all his comfort and sleep out in the rain. If she said that's the way it ought to be.
What better way to make jealous bridesmaids swoon than the sound of a man laying all his vulnerability out on the line for the love of a good woman?
Yes, when a man loves a woman, I know exactly how it feels.
Number 12. Unforgettable. Natalie Cole with Nat King Cole. Sometimes I love you doesn't need 3 words, it just takes one.
In every way.
Recorded by Nat King Cole in 1951, Unforgettable received a virtual update in 1991. When Cole's daughter Natalie covered the tune, the wizardry of modern technology edited old recordings of Nat King with new performances of Natalie, bringing the two together both on the record and on stage.
And forevermore, that's how you'll stay. That's how you'll stay.
The lyrics require no explanation as to why the subject is the apple of the singer's eye. They are simply unforgettable, as inexplicably as love itself is ineffable. Given the backstory and the interpretive nature of the words, this song could just be easily a father-daughter dance as a couple's first.
So unforgettable, thinks that I am unforgettable too.
Number 11. Make You Feel My Love. Adele. Though Adele adamantly did not want a cover on her debut album, she changed her mind when she heard Bob Dylan's Make You Feel My Love.
I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong.
Perhaps that's a testament to the love song's ability to say genuinely and succinctly what many others have tried. The singer of the lyrics pledges to endure all hardships, harbour any burdens, and journey as far as the world's end for their lover.
No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love.
Adele knows exactly the right points to soften and to amplify her one-of-a-kind milky tone as she vocally navigates Dylan's masterpiece. Her version's sincerity and understanding of the source material could explain why it's the version that pops up first after a Google search, and why it's likely to be a popular choice for any ceremony.
Go to the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love.
Number 10. All of Me. John Legend. It seems no wedding DJ's repertoire is complete without this piano ballad on the list. All of Me promises all the happy endings, as it was written about one. Songwriter John Legend composed the piece after being inspired by Chrissy Teigen, who at one time was his fiancée and is now his wife.
You're my downfall, you're my muse, my worst distraction, my rhythm and blues. I can't stop singing, it's ringing in my head for you.
The Billboard Hot 100 #1 has skyrocketed in popularity for weddings, and it is consistently a top contender for first dances. The song is nothing if not romantic, declaring love for both the smooth and the jagged parts of a partner's soul.
Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning.
It boldly exclaims to want everything that you are and to offer everything that I am in return. And what bride doesn't dream of waking up every day to hear her imperfections called perfect?
'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfection.
Number 9, Unchained Melody, The Righteous Brothers. This is the refrain that argues till death do us part is not the end.
My darling, I've hungered for your touch.
When the Righteous Brothers recording of Unchained Melody was used in the 1990 film Ghost, it resurfaced on the music charts in popularity. Besides being part of a movie about love after death, the lyrics already allude to eternal themes, including imagery of flowing rivers and the sea, both undying and everlasting forces of nature.
Lonely riverside, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me.
It intensely evokes the yearning one has for a lover and the emptiness felt in their absence. Despite multiple recordings, Bobby Hatfield's vocals have stood the test of time, resonating like the chilling presence of a spectre and soaring like the clouds couples might look to on their special day.
God speed your love to me.
Number 8, Endless Love, Diana Ross and Lionel Richie. No need to bring cheese for the crackers at your hors d'oeuvres table. We've got you covered. It's glorious cheese though, palatably served with the mellifluous harmony of Diana Ross and Lionel Richie.
I want to share all my love with you. No one else will do.
It's yet another excerpt from a movie soundtrack that's earned an invite on many guest lists. Perhaps because brides and grooms can't resist the glorious feeling of imagining their stories as real-life romances. The dreamy duet has been tackled by many subsequent performers, including Shania Twain, Mariah Carey, and Luther Vandross.
I'll hold you close in my arms. I can't resist your charms.
If you and your honey have some pipes and a little reception courage, maybe you can pick up the microphone and add your own names to that list.
And I'll give it all to you, my love, my endless love.
Number 7, Wonderful Tonight, Eric Clapton. One spouse may take forever to choose an outfit while the other is happy to wait, and that's the recipe for making love. Or so Eric Clapton thought, strumming his guitar and waiting on future wife Patty Boyd to dress for a party.
She's wondering what clothes to wear. She'll put on her makeup and brushes her long blonde hair.
He wrote down a song that he would later play on stage for her at one of his shows the day after taking his vows. Wonderful Tonight is mellow and natural, tenderly observing that grace comes effortlessly when your audience is the one who holds your heart.
And the wonder of it all is that you just don't realize how much I love you.
Clapton's words are a reminder that when romance is real, you and your paramour have the only 4 eyes that truly matter. Play this in the limousine at your own risk, as you may be charmed into skipping the reception altogether.
Oh, my darling, you were wonderful. Tonight.
Number 6. Marry You, Bruno Mars. We're going to the chapel and going crazy for this one. Bruno Mars captures the butterflies of a crazy night in Vegas with his electric hit, which has been inspiring proposals and flash mobs worldwide. The narrator exclaims to their main squeeze that, on a beautiful night, the smartest, dumb thing to do is to get married. It doesn't matter if it lasts after the morning, the singer's only focused on embracing their irrepressible feelings in the moment.
Don't say no, 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 no. Just say yeah, 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 yeah. And we'll go, 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 go. If you're ready, like I'm ready.
Jovial, xylophone-like bells, along with anthemic vibrance in Mars's voice, are sure to raise dancing juice and make guests feel like champagne bubbles come to life. Why do we love it? Who cares, baby? Let's spin that record and celebrate the fabled union of betrothal and spontaneity.
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I wanna marry you.
Number 5. Everything I do it for you. Bryan Adams. Here's a power ballad for those of us who believe in fairy tales.
Such a heart, such a soul. And when you find me there, you'll search no more.
Bryan Adams' hit single from the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves soundtrack has outlasted its parent movie and continues to make amorous eyes water. Spain, Italy and the UK all hopped on the bandwagon of adoration for the chart-stopper. The vocal performance resonates with fiery heart and stoicism that are sure to drown out both bad English accents and naysayers of love.
I would give it all, I would sacrifice. Don't tell me it's not worth fighting for.
Bryan Adams might be a factory for great wedding songs, as we almost bent our knees for heaven, his glorious ode to the discovery of romantic paradise on earth.
Love is all that I need, and I found it there in your heart. Isn't too hard to see, we're in heaven.
Ultimately though, our beating ventricles fluttered for the auditory poetry that warmed even Stewie Griffin's heart.
There's nowhere unless you're there all the time.
Number 4. Can't Help Falling in Love, Elvis Presley. Hail to the King, baby! Based on an 18th century French melody, Can't Help Falling in Love got the Elvis Presley treatment in the early 60s, and the result has been pure magic.
Wise men say only fools rush in.
His sultry vocals keep perfect time with the unraveling of tenderness in the song. Notes that feel soft and doting transform into compelling beats of fervor by the end.
Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be.
We dare you to hear Elvis propose, "Take my hand and my whole life," and not crumble at the knees. After Elvis's original recording, a session expert remarked that the superstar seemed already aware that he'd created a classic. Maybe, like the blues, this aria needed not to be written, but only discovered.
For I can't help falling in love with you.
Number 3, 1,000 Years, Christina Perri. 2011 not only made human vampire love acceptable, but it also ushered in some of the greatest wedding songs in the modern era.
All of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer.
On the heels of Bruno's Marry You came Christina Perri's Psalm for a Romantic Destiny that has no beginning and no end. You don't need to be a twee heart to appreciate the universal celebration of finally finding your soulmate and miraculously making them yours.
I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years.
The sonnet-like tempo syncs up perfectly with both the footsteps down the aisle and the beating hearts incited as they watch. Perry sounds like she was born to sing this song, which could be why even more couples are seemingly choosing 1,000 years for their weddings than people who flocked to the movie it was written for.
Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more.
Number 2, At Last, Etta James. We're nearing the end of our countdown and the video comments have spoken. There seems to be no shortage of love for Etta James's definitive R&B recording. With its title appearing frequently on wedding music suggest pages, the indelible number checks almost all of the boxes of what the other songs on our list have to offer.
At last, my love has come along.
It's masterfully sung, intuitively emotional, and rousing in its ovation of two lost souls finding their place in the world together at last. It's no wonder that so many great artists have produced their own renditions.
I found a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I can call my own.
Still, At Last seems eternally bound to the voice of Etta James. We predict centuries of weddings to come will carry on the sound of her soulful ode to love.
You are mine at last.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. From this moment on, Shania Twain. The heartfelt lyrics may as well be wedding vows.
I give my hand to you with all my heart. I can't wait to live my life with you. I can't wait to start.
How Long Will I Love You, Ellie Goulding. Soothing vocals from Goulding complement a great slow dance tune.
How long will I love you? As long as stars are above you, and longer if I may.
You and Me, Lifehouse. The perfect way to communicate that magical feeling of being the only two in the room.
That's you and me and all our people, and I don't know why I can't keep my eyes off of you.
She Keeps Me Warm, Mary Lambert. A line from Macklemore and Ryan Lewis's Same Love deserves its own song.
My love, my love, my love, my love. She keeps me warm.
The Way You Look Tonight, Frank Sinatra. Because no dance floor is complete without a little Sinatra.
I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The Reigns of Castamere, The National. Just kidding. Number 1. Perfect, Ed Sheeran. Many would consider Thinking Out Loud to be the ideal wedding song.
Kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Place your head on my beating heart.
However, even Sheeran himself admitted to thinking another #1 single was even more, well, perfect. We can't even write about this one without wiping tears from our eyes.
Just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine.
Listening to Perfect is like watching the time capsule of two soulmates, as the throat-tightening lyrics equally fit both the moment they met and the moment they say I do, though the story time travels over scenes of young love and the dream of a future family. It eventually pirouettes back to the present moment, two lovers dancing in each other's arms.
We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time.
We're willing to bet that many newlyweds will remember the greatest night of their lives with Perfect playing in the background.
I don't deserve this. You look perfect tonight.
Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.